got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes.
Learn new skills, or learn employable skills. Do both and achieve more. Become an apprentice, a genius decision. Eisiau dysgu sgiliau newydd? Neu dysgu sgiliau cyflogadwy? Gwna'r ddau chyflawni mwy. Bydd yn apprentice, dewis daith.
Boys and girls, welcome back to the Esports Wales Welsh Rocket League. Today's the final day. Today we will have a crowned victor. We only have one game on for you this evening due to it being the final day. But today I am joined by a different caster. I am joined by Ground Zero. How are we doing today, my friend?
I am doing absolutely fantastic there, Pet. How are you yourself on this wonderful evening tonight?
Not doing too bad. I'm ready to see more Welsh Rocket League. I think I've seen both of these teams play before. It's a big matchup here on the old leaderboard. If you just take a little peek at that one, just before we get into it, the Puffins are actually at the moment sat top of the table. This win could secure them the victory. The Artists, though, don't really look like they have a chance to win, but they can push themselves up to a prize spot and maybe get themselves above the Dragons there. So it's actually a really important game for both of these teams to win, but I'm sure the Puffins are going to be trying to take this one and finish themselves off. So I know it's going to be a great game.
Your voice is cutting out there a little bit there for me, Ped.
Oh, sorry. No, it should be a really, really good day, especially with these two teams playing as the players start to join the lobby. So, I mean, let's get right into it.
Exactly. Let's not waste any more time and watch these lads play out. You know, I'm expecting to see some good Rocket League. And just as you said, you're not one to lie. So if your vote's going for the Puffins, for me as well, I'm not. Hopefully so. You know, as his kickoff timer just goes down and these players are now already off trying to, play their best. And Ellis looking a tad bit awkward there, does leave the position away for Veins, who's going up for the pass. Unfortunately for the Batmobile, the man's, equipped for himself. That touch is not a solid one at all. And we're seeing some form of advancements happen there from the Puffin side, and they're trying to be a tad bit aggressive. And now a good clear from Natsumi, leaving to Razun, and he carries the ball off into the air, tackle once again by Natsumi, and Bensi's going to leave it for another clear pass off to Veins, and that's a good save from Bensi. That was a good opportunity, and Razun is going to leave it for his teammate, pinching off the ceiling, and that's right back off to you, Ped.
Yeah, shot coming in as well straight away. Nebsy finding the bottom right corner, and after an aggressive start from the Puffins, they have fell one down, possibly due to the nature of the adrenaline rushing, and Benty left backwards in an awkward position there, coming off the post, not able to meet it. A really good play shot from Nebsy nevertheless. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining, those who are a very long way to go. The story has not been finished yet in this game. There's a lot to be written as Nebsy looks to go straight again for the second, trying to get that read, but the bounce just wasn't going to fall for him. Nearly getting a touch there, but now Benty looks to pass it to Ellis. Ellis just needs to get a flick onto net here, but Veins is able to fly across the net and stop it. Benty now rushing up the wall, looking to pass it centre. Risen picks up on the shot. Natsumi this time with a clear. Ellis looking to get this never-ending pressure and put it right back into the centre. But it's not going to be able to go, and he gets a pass one, cleared away by the second, but it does seem like the Puffins are going to be fighting eagerly to get the next goal.
And right now the Artists not want to be undermined as well are making it back, and that's a good demo there from Nebsy on Bensi once again. And Nebsy now off with a 50 from his teammate Natsumi. He's going to clear it down, 0 boost. This man, remember, whenever he goes for the opposition, goes for the offense, I've seen him not with much boost there, so I think, that might be an issue that he needs to tackle down on Bensi. Does miss that touch on read on that, that touch there, and he leaves it to Ellis, who gets not the best setup there to clear it down in the midway, and that's another pass in from Veins, who's going to try and pass it to his teammate now in the middle, and no Boo player to be found, and Veins now left sulkingly to go all the way back into his own half, and Natsumi irregular try setup there for an eligible, fails though, 50 off, and Razul getting another nice clear there. Ellis will get the pass in middle, and he does to Benty. Benty getting a backboard touch there, leaves it up, and Resume once again. It seems to me that the Puffins, their aggressiveness is something definitely to be overall admired, because it's just so efficient. They're working as a good team right now, and their efficiency hopefully might get a response back soon. Ellis now with a possible dribble, does get past Natsumi, and Nezi is just going to fail their Veins now with a final clear. Razul with a possible shot and a goal. What a pass in from Ellis, and he finally pulls that ball in 1-1. The game is tied up once again. Still half the game left, and I'm hoping to see some good remainder from this last half of the game itself there, Ped.
Yeah, it looks to be now a closer series, although I would give it in the way the Puffins in terms of possession and pressure. They've certainly been there, but as you were saying before, you can't write off the Artists. They are great at counter-attacks. They can show great precision with their shooting, and just a simple mistake in defense will give them the lead here as they come back and push. Here comes Vanes. He takes the ball forward, gets the flick up into the sky. Can anyone follow? No. Benty will be able to take this one out. Ellis to follow, looking to now perform an attack again. Benty gets the beat on one. A double commit, but Vanes will take the ball on the defense. It does put them up, but it's Risen placed a shot in goal, but Natsumi able to get back quickly. Ellis, though, he's quicker and is able to put a shot right back down on net there, just beating out the defender. Risen with a good attempt at a first shot. Natsumi saved, not spectacular, as Ellis is able to just send it over Nebsy and get the goal. 2-1 now to the Puffins. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, but can the Puffins be stopped when they've kept going? I don't know. They'll be huffing and puffing if they concede now.
And hopefully their puff and might contribute to a goal. Who knows? But like you said, the overall aggressiveness that we've seen from the Puffins has been more effective as a unit, and overall the rotation far more cleaner. And they've been trying to disrupt their Bensi with a bump at them and leaves it open to Ellis, who slams that ball into the goal once again. 3-2-1, and it's been 2 minutes still left. All the other team, Puffins, all they needed was a couple of seconds, and they got that goal. Now they're in the lead, and a strong one it is. It's gonna be, the Artists, they're going to feel a little bit of pressure. Hopefully they can draw some sort of result. But right now, considering the way they're playing, I'm slightly disappointed with the rotation, because they do seem to be a little bit awkward right now in comparison to Puffins. But we might see something change in 1 minute 50 seconds, which is still remaining on the timer, because I've seen weirder things happen in Rocket League there, Ped.
Yeah, there has been definitely some magical moments in Rocket League, especially with a short time period left, and 2 goals in all reality is nothing for a team to come back if they have the right mentality. They just need to find those breaking points, make most of these Puffins guys' mistakes. They don't make many, but they definitely aren't perfect. So there is a chance here, but a great pass across. Nebsy can't find it. Natsumi there looking with the vision to send that one into the net. Just couldn't find it though, and Ellis now on the attack, looking to get a pinch. Natsumi can't find it. Risen going to the sky, coming off the ceiling, back to the backboard. It's going to drop down, but Nebsy able to get a touch out. Here he comes now on the attack, a dribble, a counter-attack brewing in the making. Will it get to middle? Yes, it can. Baines barely finds that far post over 50, but he can't quite do so. A pass down now to Natsumi, beaten out though by Bensi. The attack still not over here as Vanes pushes it back across, an open net as well. Nebsy misses the net, and that's a chance you cannot be given away ground.
Not at all, as now Ellis is trying to convert it into a goal, and the goal he nearly got. The man, unfortunately for him, had not much boost there. He tackled 2 players from the Artists team there. Thankful for him, they're still able to transition well into the defensiveness and manage to save that shot attempt from the Artists. And now that's a pass off to Razun, who's trying to get that corner read there into the middle. Will he find a no? Vanes with a perfect clear. Still 30 seconds left on the timer, and as that timer ticks down, just the omen of death for the Artists is looming right now, as they're struggling to push the ball into the blue side, and Razun they're trying to be disrupt their rotation overall. Bensi with a good 50, keeping it in the middle, and Natsumi with the clear there down into the left corner. Razun getting a nice little touch there, but there's still a blue player to be found. Vanes with a shot, Nebsy with an attempt, and he just misses the crossbar. Oh my god, that is not something you want, and that ball finally falling down onto the blue side, and the Puffins taking it back in a very good comeback overall. Good play and a good team. Very strong performance overall, and 3-1. That is one strong way to end the game itself there, Ped.
Some absolutely dreadful misses there from the Artists. There's 2 very, very blatant ones that would have resulted in this game going to overtime, but they just did not strike. And to be honest with you, there's no excuse for that. I can't find an excuse for that. 2 very open nets as well. There was not even a keeper to have it in the back of your mind, but you know what they say, sometimes the open nets are the hardest ones to score. It just seems like the Puffins outclassed their opponents there. It didn't really seem like the Artists were too much into the game. It always was the Puffins on the pressure, always the Puffins on the ball, apart from that last minute, but they already had a 2-goal lead, so there was no need to go forward. But the Artists now need to be very, very careful in the second game, because the Puffins have already got started now, and there's nothing telling me that they're going to stop. And if they keep going and they keep going, the Puffins are a team who can definitely sweep a team like the Artists with no problem. So the Artists need to be very, very careful there. But I'm not going to cut them off completely. They are a very good team. They just need to make sure that they're putting those shots in when they can, because there's very few mistakes coming out of the Puffins right now, and they are very, very much on fire.
While we move into Forbidden Temple, I want to make my own comments there. The main comment I have to talk about was at the top of the leaderboard there when it came to from representing his team, the Artists. The biggest issue I saw overall was his boost management. The second he's in the offensiveness and he's on the orange side, the man, for air dribble setup or for anything, he has absolutely no boost, and that seemed to be a common theme along the Artists themselves as well. And might be something to take overall in the game 2. Game 1, this is the taste tester, but as you said, the Puffins right now are looking like they're on fire, and once you got momentum, sometimes it's just impossible to stop that kind of thing from happening.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, Grant. I think it just comes down to making them chances matter. If they'd have got a couple of goals there, the momentum shift would have been the other side, but they just could not find the goal. Really, really bizarre thing to happen with a team at this high level. So hopefully they can get rid of whatever nerves they had. Obviously, this is a very, very important game for both teams. Money is on the line here. This is the final day. They have no other chance to represent themselves in this season anyway. As a shot comes in from Nebs, they're already starting off probably better than they did the last game. But again, not being able to find the end result on that shot.
And right now, that's a good shot pass in from Veins, but the aggressiveness, I like the switch, and I really do appreciate the switch there. And they're trying to keep the ball in the orange side there, keep the pressure on the Puffins instead of themselves. The second they let that, that shift overall, it just changes the momentum, and the tables then suddenly swiftly turn against their favor. And right now, Razoon finally finding that clear way pass to Ellis. Ellis with a redirect. Another attempt there. Razoon just missing that attempt on the shot there, but there was still 3 people from the Artist side left. Now they push up with a double commit there. Benzie getting a pass in for his teammate Ellis, and he gets that goal. Ellis slamming that ball down 1-0. What a goal itself, and it just seemed like, as I said, that double commit from the other 2 players from the Artist was their death sign right there, as there was only 1 man left on defense. And in the first minute itself, we've already seen that exact shift of pressure going from the Artist side to the Puffins immediately, and they're definitely going to be feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, you just can't be giving goals away when you're in a position that you are. If you go 2 games down to the Puffins, I don't think there's much coming back. I think the team will be able to just hold this one off. I mean, 1-0, they're going to make it 2. They're looking to go. The flick comes over 2 players, not going to go in the goal, though. And that is another life burnt out there for the Artists. Another one strikes. Hopefully they're the cap this game and they have 9 lives, because otherwise I don't see how they'll be able to win this game. But nevertheless, Risen taking the ball forward. He looks to put it to the backboard here, going for the double tap, but Natsumi gets there faster and is able to clear this one away. Now, a miscommunication between Veins and Natsumi, not the greatest of times, will not work very well as Nebsy looks to clear it to the right. Risen coming in here. He's trying to take it up into the ceiling. Can he find a shot? Not just yet. Veins clearing the ball away to the other side of the field. Ellis touching the ball back up. It seems to be a bit of a ping-pong match at the moment. No one wants to let the ball settle, as Benty gets another touch towards net. And at the moment, we are in the next minute in a bit of a stalemate situation, and no one's had a shot on goal, I don't think.
And, sometimes having that checkmate is probably just like the calm before the storm, and sometimes that calm can be disrupted even for one mistake. And one mistake we nearly found, as Natsumi did get a bump on Bensi there, but very lucky save in that moment. Still 1-0, and Ellis with a shot. Get a pass in from Mizzou, and what teamwork from the Puffins once again. Their link up is so fantastic, and it's beautifully artistic, might I just say, in comparison to the Artists, who are just struggling. Their art pieces just remaining second level in comparison to the Puffins right now, as they get their second goal, and that stalemate has now been ended very quickly. All it needed was 15 seconds after that one comment, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of seemed like a caster curse moment, or resume with a possible fake. Try to get a redirect as well. Either of those could have worked, but good defense from the Artists now as they push up there with Veins. Pushing up, trying to find those attempts there for the Artists themselves, and that's another shot attempt there. But stop there from Natsumi. Good clear up to the right side, and Razoon finally pushing it down to Ellis. All 3 players from the Puffins themselves clearing up, trying to find that pressure, and pressure they find as Razoon gets another redirect goal and wall dashes in celebration, because that shot deserves one. What goal itself, and oh my god, that was amazing. 3-0 for the better. Still 2 minutes 16 seconds left on the timer.
And as I said, once the Puffins start huffing and puffing, they won't stop, and they've managed to find 3 here already in just about over half the game. Really incredible stuff yet again. They cannot stop doing it there. They're playing a bit crazy, but Natsumi now looking to get something out of this game, some momentum at least. Otherwise, we both know where this game's going to go, and we both know where the result's going to end up, and it will, in fact, secure the spot in first place for these players. The Puffins, if they can win. But Veins coming back on the other side, though, doesn't want this game to be over yet, and he does find a goal. Whether it's consolation, we won't know until well, until the 1 minute and 52 seconds is up. It might just be the one goal they'll score in this game, maybe in the next game too, but they've got one goal back now. They've got some ground to walk on. What can they do with it, though, ground?
There's still 1 minute 50 seconds left, and like I said before in the first game, Rocket League is an odd game where anything can happen. All you need is something to go wrong. It could be mental, the mechanical errors, something going wrong there, and that's something going wrong there for the artist as well, because that was an odd play from the teammate Natsume, who just clears it past. But Ellis there in comparison to the Puffins, who are just getting those shot attempts there. Nebsy, last man in defense. Natsume does save it once again, and that's a good save overall. Now Vane's trying to find a clear there for his team and trying to give them some time and just get their heads together, because right now what you need is heads together and keeping a cool head overall, as they seem to be struggling. And that's an open attempt from Razul once again, finding those opportunities, and he eats up those opportunities so fast. This man just like a puffin when it finds its prey, shots that goal right in, and that's the 4th goal for themselves. Still 1 minute 15 seconds left on the timer then for themselves right now, and they seem to be on the back burner, seem to have given up right now, as there seems to be no defensive plays from the other side.
Yeah, it's just a bit of an interesting one. As I said, it could have been consolation, and it will be. As a demo comes out in the centre, Ellis just needs to put another bit of salt in the wound, and it will be Bentley to score it. And now game number 2 is over, in my opinion. This game's going to the Puffins, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take the almighty sweep. But 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining, nevertheless. It's going to be a difficult one now for any sort of comeback from the players on the side of the artists. They do not have any motivation anymore, I don't believe, to carry on, as they're being wiped out completely. But even a game in this series makes a difference on the table, I'm pretty sure, if they can get on level terms with another team. Even a game win in this series will make a gigantic difference to where they place, and it could be the difference between 2 different sums of money, one higher and one lower. And I think you know where I want to be, but the Brazil is getting edgily closer as Ellis puts in a 6th.
That was a beautiful off the ceiling as well, and Ellis getting that redirect. So the players there from the artists, I didn't know who was going for what, and just very beautifully duped there as well once again. And as you said, I don't think they have game 6 as well, because it's that 5-goal lead that the Puffins themselves have established in the duration of around 4 minutes has absolutely monstrous, and it'll feel like a Mount Everest equal struggle just to climb that lead up once again, or just take bites out of it. But as you said, one game, even that makes some difference for the mental as well, and I've seen momentum change just because of one game itself and pull back for a reverse sweep. So I'm still hoping out, just trying to give my hopes and dreams to decide for a bit too late there, aside for the artist there. But nonetheless, good pass from Ellis, and he passes it down to Bensi, who finalizes that last goal, and they set up for Brazil in the second game for themselves. Still 23 seconds left on the timer, and it's just a done game for the Puffins themselves as they take 2-0 in series wise. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh well, 8-1 now in the game. Bensi scoring another one, ruining the Brazil. But no, we did arrive in Brazil for a couple of seconds, then it took us elsewhere. But Bensi with a shot, placing that one down. Whether it was in anyway, doesn't matter. Bensi stole the goal. Bensi gets more points. It's going to be a very interesting one here for both sets of teams, because, you can't get too cocky if you're the Puffins, but at the same time you can, because you're dancing on your opponent's grave at the moment. There's no real fight coming out of the artists. They've got 1 goal this game, but they've never seen real chances on net other than that in game number 2 of the series. So, I mean, my prediction right now for the next game's solemnly the same. I don't see this game going any other way to any other team. I think the Puffins are taking this one in the sweep.
More than likely, me too. I'm gonna have to support that. It's 2 for nil, and very strong performance overall from the Puffins. So they just seem to be the more efficient team. As I said, they're running like a well-oiled unit, and a well-oiled unit like that performs exactly as we've seen in the second game as well, and the first game, where they came from a comeback. There, very strong performance overall, 8-1 in this game, and more than likely we're seeing a sweep here. I'm not seeing any of that change, more than likely, until something happens, until something of something equal to a biblical miracle here in this comparison for the artists. So even those have been known to happen, and we might see a shred of hope for themselves, because the second game, I'm not gonna lie, was a little bit of change, and I appreciate that change overall in aggression, because when you be a little bit aggressive, you cannot forget, though, nonetheless, still your defensiveness, that needs to be stat padded, that needs to be added up, and that's what we didn't see in the second game, and that's why they let in so many opportunities for the other team, where they just ate up those exact opportunities for themselves. And you don't get a Brazil like that easily if your defense is that strong.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say about what has just happened before my eyes, but either way, we've ended up on the new map now, Deadeye Canyon. Very beautiful map.
It's gorgeous.
As we can see, the lovely surroundings around the map. I'm not too sure how it is for playing. You might get too distracted by the sightseeing. It looks like a bit like the Grand Canyon. Nevertheless, though, the players are in. Could be the final game of the series. This one, it'd be a shame. It'd be a day. But nevertheless, you can only smile, happy, and wave for the players. Lovely little flower for the centre circle as well. That's a great touch. But no, you get a preview. The first day of the new season, you get a preview of the new map. How amazing is that? Nevertheless, though, we're not here. The map where players as 4 minutes and 50 seconds are left on the clock. 2-game lead in advantage to the Puffins. And it's going to be an interesting one. Let's see if a start can come out here of Dreams. No, Risen just playing with them there, just toying with them like puppets on a string. And he's able to make the first save. But already a good opportunity there gone by. And this looks like a goal as well. The first goal of the game going to the Artist.
Wow, that's a good shift of change there, and I really do like it from the artists themselves. While we are dogging on them, nonetheless, a good fair bit of criticism is something that's needed for the artists, and they find it, more than likely they're probably listening on the stream and they're heeding our advice. I hope to God, because that's what they're going to need right now. As in the first 30 seconds, that's a good goal overall from Natsumi. We see a good bit of a preset change there. And Bensi finding that demo, good save from Veins there. From Ellis was there just trying to come up there as prey. He was scouting it out, seeing the opposition, what they've got available for themselves, and very odd situation there with a couple of bumps, and both teams are just now once again stuck in that stalemate, and we're gone back to that moment of calm before the storm, where all you need is one mistake, one moment where it just shatters, where everything just shatters right there. Natsumi trying to find that, making that shattering moment happen right before our eyes there. Veins with a possible air dribble setup or something, redirect into the middle, and Natsumi with another shot there. Does get saved by Razun though. Good defense from the man, and he seems to be the main player for defensiveness, as he's not allowed more than the necessary goal, and that's a shot in from Ellis, and once again pass to Razun, and Razun with the goal tying up the game. And this seems like I'm getting the deja vu feeling from the first game where it was a 1-1 and it suddenly turned into 3-1. Ped.
Yeah, I don't think it's a positive one anymore. The Puffins have decided to come back and cause some problems very quickly after they did previous. It's going to be interesting though, because we are on a level playing field here. It just depends on which way the game's going to go. Risen on the ball, puts a pass forward. Ellis looking to get on it. Bensi too. Maybe a team pinch coming out of it, but it does not go anywhere near net. But Bensi keeping the pressure on, passes it into the centre. A shot to come down. Nearly a save, but Risen with the sauce, putting it on the burger bun and getting that one in the net. No mayonnaise though.
No, it's just all catch-up right now, and that catching up is what the artists are needing to do right now, as they're just one goal down once again. But that's still doable. They still got 3 minutes left, but that's 3 minutes also for the Puffins themselves to get get more goals and pile up that goal line over just overall on that leaderboard, as they snuggle down to push past into play. And Natsumi with a good clear into the middle. We're seeing a better midfield control by the artists themselves, and they seem to be doing a little bit improvements, but baby steps is not what they need. They need something monumentous in this case, and that's a good clear monumentous. That's a good call back to my play there right now. What a pass in from Natsumi. Alice trying to find that air dribble, and unfortunately for him, stopped in his tracks. Bensi with a pass off to Razun. Razun now trying to find his teammate in orange, but just can't do it right now. And Veins completely missing the ball there, trying to find that demo afterwards. Probably calm to his teammate that he's going to go for the demo itself and left it for there, but unfortunately for him, was stopped in his tracks by a player from the Puffins. Now Veins there with a clear from Bensi. And he's trying to find another air dribble, redirect setup, something. They just need something at this point, as right now they're one goal down, and this might be 2 goals here. Adrian stopping that ball in his tracks, and I don't think we've mentioned the fact that they have swapped out for the sub here, Ped.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, I have not seen him touch the ball, hence why I didn't notice. That's probably just a bit of I can't say that actually. No, I actually touched the ball. I didn't even notice. Hit right in to the team at the moment. It is 2-1, so maybe he has stopped the rot as he goes on the ball here. Going to be cleared away by Ellis though, and Ellis looking to make one more on it. He gets a 50 down into the middle, and then we'll be able to go for a shot. Not just yet. Veins plays it forward. Bensi back towards net. Here comes Ellis. Can he find a touch? No, Veins will win. It's going to be out to the centre now. Bensi plays one more ball down, gets a touchdown as well. Risen could not get a shot. Natsumi clears it the ball away Now, a pressure shot going to come from Natsumi again, looking to play the ball centre as well here, but it's going to be cleared away by Risen Ellis to follow it up. Can they find the centre pass? Risen on the ball here, going to the corner, looking to play a shot. Ellis going for a fake or some sort of touch. I have no idea what, but either way, it didn't work. But we're back to square one. Benty at the backfield, getting a double commit, but he will be able to prosper on this one maybe and get a touch middle, but the bounce did not favour him. Here comes Benty again, leaves the ball this time for Risen to take it over him. Ellis going for the ball there. Nearly called Malias. Maybe that's the new name change. Benty coming for a shot into the centre. It looks like it's going to be cleared away, but Ellis gets there. The last beat, and Ellis, Elias, gets the shot on net. 3-1, and the deja vu is definitely correct there, Graham, because we have reached the destination of the first game.
And that feeling of deja vu was not wrong. My intuition is correct once again. But still, 1 minute left on the timer, and it seems to be all in favor for the Puffins right now. And 1 minute 6, that's going to seem like, once again, another omen of death as the timer ticks down. And the feeling of death right now is just going to loom over for the Artists as they can once again drop an opportunity. And that's a good clear from Natsumi nonetheless. Resume struggling a little bit due to the lack of boost there in Veins. Right on his back is trying to demo him, but remains unsuccessful. Good pass over Resume to Ellis, who does get a redirect shot in, but stopped once again in its path by Natsumi. The man doing absolute bits to make sure that one more goal doesn't go past their net in favor of the Puffin side. That's a clear in. Pass up to Veins there, who does get stopped in his tracks on the corner by Resume. Clear in the middle, and that's a pass in from Ellis. That's a corner shot, and then Natsumi once again. Good save. Ellis trying to shot it in, and Resume ends it for the Puffins as he shots in one goal. That redirect there was absolutely gorgeous, but nonetheless a good pass in to Resume, and he reads his teammate's pass perfectly. 4-1. 25 seconds left.
25 seconds left of life for the Artists. They aren't getting this game back, unfortunately. I do not have any of that business going on. No harsh predictions going in the way of the Artists in this game. There's no way, you know. Skepticism is not with me right now, as the ball's going to come right back down. Middle pass from Veins. No shots to come in as we look to the final seconds of this league season. Actually, it will be the end of the league season as the ball is about to touch the ground, and the Puffins are most likely to be crowned winners here, as I don't believe they've lost a game. I may be wrong, they may have lost last week. I don't think they were updated from last week, but nevertheless, they're winning this game. There's only one way they're going to be going, and it looks like these guys may have just won. Adrian getting one consolation goal. There's his contribution to this series for his team after coming as a sub. But wow, it just seems like all hope was lost for these players, and it doesn't seem like there's much to do anymore. The Puffins were absolutely brilliant. They've outclassed their opponents every game here, and yet, as I was saying, doesn't look like they have lost a single game to anybody, and they will finish top of the table with a win against every team.
Yeah, what a performance overall it was. My God, that is no wonder they've not lost, because that performance overall, if we've seen this exact performance we've seen today, I am not absolutely surprised why they have not lost a game, because they do deserve that win. The game, it was GG's to both teams, but nonetheless the Puffins taking the edge out. And that was some absolutely gorgeous bit of Rocket League. Good passing play, good link-ups, good rotation. A well-oiled unit of a machine I've seen there formed tonight from the Puffin side. And that was just some Rocket League. That's just some performance of Rocket League. I'm not going to lie there, Pen.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant to see. I mean, the Artists did okay in the circumstances, but they just couldn't defeat a team who were much stronger than them, unfortunately. They're stronger than most teams in the division as well. They even beat Welsh Esports with Foxy and Tadpole playing. So they are very good. They are very, very good. But nevertheless, though, that is the end of this season. It is the end of this season. Brilliant season as well, brought to us by Apprenticeship Wales. You've got to give thanks to those guys. They have helped this season of Rocket League and the other games as well happen. But I think, yeah, this is the end of Rocket League. It's unfortunate it will end so soon, but I'm sure there'll be a season 2 back very, very shortly with you guys. But no, wow, what a season it's been. And I do believe that the team we just watched are going to be the victors, the Puffins. They are going to be the victors of the league. They are going to take the first spot position, and a very well played to them. But wow, what a season it's been.
And what a gorgeous performance overall. Congratulations to them, because if they do win, nonetheless, they still have my vote until the end. Congratulations to them once again, and that will be it from us for now. That
will be all from us. But don't go anywhere, because tomorrow you will have another game on the selection. So there's going to be games on all week. I know FIFA is Friday, and there's another couple of games going to be going on as well. So make sure you for those streams as well, and different Welsh talent playing in different Welsh competitions. Always exciting to watch. But no, that is it from Rocket League for this season. We thank everybody who stuck with us from the start. We thank Apprenticeship Wales, the sponsorship. Thank Rowan in the background, in the production, for doing everything. Thank you for John and Connor as well for getting all this sorted out. You've done an absolutely amazing job to get this all going. So everyone going to give you thanks to them in the DMs, because they do really deserve it. They've been working non-stop to get this production line going, and, you know, all the thanks is to them. But thank you, everybody, very, very much, and we will see you in the next one.
Learn new skills or learn employable skills. Do both and achieve more. Become an apprentice. A genius decision. Eisiau dysgu newydd? Neu dysgu sgiliau cyflogadwy? Gwna'r ddau a chyflawni mwy. Bydd yn brentis. Dewis doeth.